Yeah, we made it below freezing again. There's frost outside, and I'm headed down to the river. Well, I forgot my gloves, which I guess is not that unexpected. Um, it is, apparently, I already took a video of this in the house, but -2 air temperature, and the water temperature I'm actually going to take today. Remember the thermometer, apparently can't remember the gloves. So we'll deal with that momentarily. I'm going to set this up here. No gloves, apparently. Hey Karu, I just watched your video from being in the river today. It is, as I'm recording this, actually as I'm doing the voiceover, it is the Sunday the 11th of February. However, this was yesterday morning when I went down in the river. It's interesting, you talked about the memorial for Boris this morning, because yesterday evening I went down to Great Pacific and had dinner with Pat Temple and his wife Ava, and Joe Deitz and his wife Jill, and Eric Quimps, all of whom basically I'm friends with because of Scott Fairley, and we're a little more than 4 years out from his death, and the fact that the four of us and our spouses, actually Sarah didn't go down. Sarah's got the cold that I had in Puerto Vallarta now, so she had a bit of a fever yesterday. But the fact that I have these friendships with these people, we have this, we get together as a group, is all basically revolves around Scott and basically around Scott's death. And it's interesting how that works out. And I've actually arranged, before we go back to Wales in March, to meet with each of them kind of individually and hang out and get to spend some time. But I guess that's what it's like as you get older. I was talking with, I don't know if I told you this, talking with my parents, and they've purchased their coffins, and they're basically, every time I talk to them, they want to talk about arranging for their funerals and their deaths. However, I talked to Dad recently, and he said he does want to go back to Wales with us. But then I also was talking to Ava, and both of her parents died this last year. When they did a memorial service for their mom after their dad, or I guess their mom died first. Her mom died first, she and her siblings, and ended up being small and kind of a family thing. I guess that happened during I don't know when it was, but for some reason they didn't have a larger kind of service. And they said, well, we'll do one for both of them when Dad dies. And her dad died, a few months ago. And they ended up deciding not to do a big service because they were like, just there's not many people left alive who would want to come, who they were close with. And we can do a family thing like we did last time. And we'll just, we'll get together and we'll watch video, look at pictures and eat good food and just hang out together as a family. And she said it was really nice. So it's interesting to think about all of that. I think I mentioned, we've been, so that the house in Carnarvon closed on Wednesday, I guess. So that's 4 days ago now. And it's been this massive flurry of activity, which I can't even remember all of it. There's just been so many little logistical things, and getting ready to go and kind of deal with that. But in the discussions since then, I talked to Brad and I said, so when do you guys want to come? And he was like, we're thinking maybe this fall. And I was like, that'd be great. And I said, Mom and Dad could come too. And he said, yeah, he said, I know Mom wants to go. And so then I talked to Dad yesterday, and Dad was like, I want to go. So, yeah, it could be, I'm actually really happy. I mean, obviously that's a long way away still. We're talking 6 months from now, 7 months from now, when they will have to make that decision, and anything could happen with their health. But, I think it would be awesome to have them there. So yeah, with the, I was going to make a list of things to talk about with the logistics of the house, but I just watched your video about being down in the river, and it looks like our conditions are not completely dissimilar. I don't know what the water temperature is there. At the end of this video, I think it was 38, a little bit over 38 degrees for water temperature here. Yeah, so this is the second time I've been in since we've been back from Mexico. And I enjoyed it. But I think, if we have anytime we have a really cold, crisp morning, I get the urge to go down. Today wasn't quite as cold, so I didn't go down today. But, yeah, so the house in Wales the logistics of it are just kind of nuts. But we're hoping that they'll get at least some progress done on replacing the main heating system before we get there in March. We've got the water arranged. I think we have the electricity arranged, although it's oddly loosey-goosey, where they're gonna go down and do a meter reading and then try to swap the figure out what the previous owner needs to pay and then what we need to pay moving forward. But they don't turn off the electricity, which is what we were worried about. Then the sellers have been super helpful. I think I told you that we've already got rentals lined up. We've got 3 different renters already lined up for various times, and so we're pretty happy about that. And we're getting ready to put up a web page for the house, which I'll start working on as soon as I get a couple of videos up for Sarah. Actually, I've got one more video to get up for Sarah. So, yeah, but it's all, it's funny how having the sale go through, all of a sudden there's people who'll talk to you and tell you things that they wouldn't tell you before. And in some ways it'd been nice they'd told us before. Anyway, that's pretty much what I've got here. So I'll tell you more about it later. So, kind of sucked having my hands out. Yeah, 3.6 degrees Celsius, which let me see if I can figure out what that is. That would be about, I don't know, 37, 38, 38. Could even be 40. Oops, that's not what I want. This, 38 and a half. Clearly my brain is half engaged. So that's my soak this morning. Hope you're having a good one. Talk to you later.